Welcome to part 4 of my PlayStation 2 collection. Got some pretty interesting titles here, so here we go. First up is SSX, a launch title on the PS2. Love this game. Started a great game series right here. It's not my favorite SSX game, and my favorite, I actually don't even own it. It's SSX on Tour for the GameCube, and the GameCube port of that is really cool because you get to play as Mario, I think, in it. But yeah, this is a good game. Super fun. Kind of wish they would bring back SSX, really, but I understand, like, extreme sports games aren't really that popular anymore, so yeah, people move on, but it was a great game series for its time, for sure. I will get the other SSX games for sure. Dragon Ball Z Budokai. You ever want to play Mortal Kombat with Dragon Ball Z characters? This is for you. I remember when I rented, not this version of Budokai, but Budokai 3. I remember renting that after I had played Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I remember not liking it at the time because I thought the controls were a little stiff, but I didn't realize that the controls, you know, you need to do combos to do extra things, and I didn't realize that at the time. But this is a really good game. I beat it all. Fighting Cell, though, was absolutely insane. I rage quit a few times fighting him, but it's a really fun game. It's also on the GameCube. I think the second one is too. It also comes with a poster. I'll put this down for a sec. Yeah, there you go. Featuring like all the characters and some extra moves. Might frame that one day, you never know. Oh! Even has like the old one of the receipts in there. That's cool. That place that doesn't even sell games anymore. They only sell comic books. Kinda wish they didn't, but whatever. But yeah, top-notch game. Then you got Budokai 2. This isn't my favorite. It's okay, but it's basically Budokai 1, just with more story, and you know, it's kind of the same mechanics, but it's not bad. I dig it. I got the little version with the lenticular, like the glossy cover, so I guess that's something. Yeah, there's the manual, and there is a disc right there. Pick it up. If you're into the Budokai series, I say give this one a go. But like I said, it's kind of like the first one, just with added story, not too different. Now, if you want something different, this is what to play. Budokai 3. A very exciting adventure, you know, super fun game. The one thing I would say I don't like about this compared to the others is that it's got really random, you know, button mashing combos that are timed. You gotta time it just perfectly to beat it, and it's always sudden, and you never get the chance to like beat the other guy sometimes. But other than that, it's a really great game. This is probably, of the 3 Budokais, this is probably my second favorite, I would say. But it's really good. One will prevail. There's the manual and there's the disc. When I got the manual, it was really like water damaged, but yeah, whatever. Where's this purchased? Kinda wonder. Oh, I know that place. Huh, interesting. Now we get to this. My favorite. This is the better series in my opinion. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. When I first played this game, I fell in love. They changed the combat system in this one to a much better... It's sort of like the same, except the controls are incredibly more fluent, and it's a lot easier to control, I feel. But this is a really good one. There's the manual and there's the disc. If I'm correct, a lot of the characters are just unlocked from the get-go in this one. And I think the third one as well. Like most of them, I'm not saying all of them, but more than like the second one, where you gotta like do a bunch of other things. Speaking of the second one, Budokai Tenkaichi 2. My introduction to Dragon Ball, believe it or not. Long time ago at Hollywood Video, I rented what was that game? Can't think of the name of it. Rampage Ultimate Destruction. And there was a thing in that game that really bothered me at the time as a kid. So I rented that, I gave that away. Or I didn't give it away, I returned it to Hollywood Video. And I got this thinking, oh, that looks really cool. And I didn't even realize it was an anime at first. I thought it was a game series. And then I played this and I was like, this is one of the best games ever. And to this day, it's probably my second, probably my third favorite Tenkaichi of the Tenkaichis. But still, brings back so many memories. There's the manual and the disc. This came out in 2006. I thought it came out in 2005, but I don't know. This is also released on the Wii, I believe. So that's cool. Cost me a couple bucks too. Now we get to my favorite. This is my favorite Dragon Ball Z game ever. Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I got this game about 11 years ago at GameStop. And I didn't realize until much later that this game is super rare now. Like, I paid like 20 bucks for this in like 2011 or 10. And now it goes for like over 100 bucks. Because I originally sold my PlayStation 2 years ago. And this is one of the games I kept, and I'm glad I did. Because I have it complete. And I'm happy. But this is the best Dragon Ball Z game, hands down, in my opinion. You could say whatever is better, but in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Yeah, I even have the original receipt. 18 bucks, not even 20. And now it goes for over 100 complete. But yeah, if you got the money, if you want to get this game, do it. It's the best one. Best fighting, best story. It's everything a Dragon Ball Z nerd, fan, whatever, wants. I highly recommend this. Speaking of games that I purchased or played so many times at Hollywood Video, War of the Monsters. This is absolutely one of my all-time favorite PlayStation 2 games. I played this game so many times, renting it from Hollywood Video. Me and my brother used to play this all the time. He basically plays a bunch of these 50s style monsters and they brawl to the death, and it's got great scenery, it's got great mechanics, and it's super fun. Like, I mean it. It's like one of the most fun games I've ever played. I think this is on the PlayStation Network if I'm correct, so if you want to get that, I highly suggest it. There's the manual and the disc. I bought this game at an anime convention about 6 years ago. It also comes with a poster. A really dope poster. January 4th, 2003. That was my brother's birthday. Yeah, there's the let me see. Yeah, there you go. There's don't know if you can see that. Yeah, anyway. Great game. One of my favorites ever. I don't need to say anything. The cover basically explains it. And if you were wondering, they made a game out of this movie? Yeah, they did. Is it good? Yeah. For what it is. But just look at that cover. Just look at it. Amazing. Truly beautiful. A beautiful work of art right here. It only cost me $1 too. But that was $1 well spent, in my opinion. Best $1 I'll ever spend, probably. Jerry Seinfeld, please make B Movie 2. Please make B Movie 2. I'm begging you. Anyway, The Getaway. One of the most interesting games I've ever played. It's a crime video game from like England. It's one of the only British games I actually own. It's really good. The adventure is really good. I will admit some of the combat and some of the levels can be a little BS and you have to start over all the time if you don't know what you're doing. But it's a good game. I prefer probably the second one overall. Yeah, there's the disc and the manual. Is there anything? There's another poster? I swear, all these games have all of these posters. You don't see that much in gaming anymore. See, look, this looks good. This is like a movie poster in England, because if you don't know, in England, their movie posters go from left to right instead of up to down. And you got the characters. And that's kind of like a US style poster. Definitely pick this up if you haven't. It's a little confusing at first. In fact, I didn't even know how to drive where my destination was at first, but if you have the manual, you know what to do. Because they don't explain in the game. In fact, you know what? I'll explain and show it real quick. Does it say how to drive? Yeah. If you don't know where to go, the flashing lights will tell you. Go left in the street and then right in the street, and if it's both of them, just park. There you go. Got a hint from me. The Getaway, Black Monday. This is probably the better of the two, in my opinion. Like, the first one's not bad. This one's a little shorter, but I feel like the car chases are just so well done in this. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Don't have the manual, but there's the disc. It's got some sweepstakes to win some games and some trip to London. I feel that that's kind of cool. Wish they made another Getaway, but I don't know. It was never. I think there actually. I take that back. I think there is another one, but it's not on the PS2. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Shield, the game, with Michael Chiklis' sexy face right there. This is based on the Shield TV show. I love it. You get to play as a cop, and you get to be good or bad. You get to kill bad guys, or you get to put them in prison. Kind of like true crime, but not. You get to shoot your way. And there's like 3 different endings to this game, too. Not kidding, look it up. I got this at a video, like I said, the same video store that was selling their stuff. And I have yet to watch the Shield TV show. I heard it's really good, though. Dead or Alive, kind of the same thing, you know. I've never played the second one, but this one was really good. Very hard, like near the end, where you have to escape, go through, like, you know, the plane and then the giant, like, tower, but it's still a good, fun time. I like the the Matrix style combat, like kind of like that, yeah. And there's the disc. And you get a dog that does stuff too sometimes too, which is really cool. I dig it. It's definitely an underrated one. ATV Offroad Fury. One of the first. I don't know if it was. I don't think this is a launch title, but it was a really popular game for PlayStation 2. I think some bundles with the PS2 actually got this as an extra. But it's an ATV racing game, you know, a typical one. The soundtrack's pretty good, and it's very fun, especially when you go out of bounds. It just launches you into oblivion. Makes me laugh so freaking hard. Anyway, there's the manual and there's the disc. I have another game called ATV versus MX or something like that. That's pretty good too, but this was really funny. Maybe I'll finish it one day. I don't even know if there's even like a ending to this. I think you just kind of do tracks and that's it. But I'll finish it. James Cameron's Dark Angel. You have to do a lot of trial and error for this game. Like, it is ruthless. Like, you'll be like dying and dying and dying. And there's this part where you gotta sneak into the dark and there's these guards around. And it almost feels like it's kind of like, you know, challenge. It's like cheating, you know. Because it's like you'll kill some of these guys early on in the level, but if you don't kill them later, and then they'll just pop up later in the game and you can't even, later in the level you can't even beat it. But other than that, it's a really good game. I've never watched the show, but I heard it was interesting. You know, I have another PS2 game called Dark Angel, but it has nothing to do with this. But it's interesting. And finally, Backyard Baseball 09. I'm not a huge fan of the Backyard Baseball series. You get to play as Babe Ruth. Interesting. That's like a skin, though. Made by Atari, of all people. Like I said, I never played the Backyard Basketball series. My friend has, but he said it was really good. I never really played this one too much, but it's okay. My brother liked it more than me. I don't even know if he played it that much. But it's pretty interesting. Anyway, that's my video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next part.